Welcome to part 1 of the series How to Keep Track of Your Lines. In this video I would like to share the method I use to keep track of my lines. Hobbyists often use some degree of inbreeding to fix certain traits within their breeding programs. I use a combination of inbreeding, line breeding and regular outcrossing. Within a breeding program there can be multiple spawns in parallel which all belong to the same line. In order to keep track of the line, it therefore is very important to document these spawns in detail. With this video I hope to give you some insight how I personally do this on my computer, my website and the genealogy program GenoPro. All spawns performed in my fish room are documented on my computer. Each spawn is saved in a separate folder with a unique spawning code. When you select the spawn year, you can see several subfolders which all represent one spawn performed in that year. Within each spawn folder you can find pictures of the parents, grandparents and the fry developing in time. The pictures function as a database to create a more detailed spawn log on my personal website. On my website, the spawn logs can be found by selecting spawns in the menu. In the spawn log section, all the spawns performed since 2003 can be accessed. Each spawn has been labeled with a unique spawning code consisting of the letters BT, Betta territory, combined with the date of spawning in day, month, year. When you select a particular spawn year, you can see an overview of all spawns which have been performed in that year. Here you can directly see information about the parents of the various spawns and the corresponding spawning codes. By clicking the spawning code, you can access information on the parents and grandparents, the aim of the spawn and pictures of the fry developing in time. Within the spawn logs you can see how the various spawns are related in order to create a pedigree of the lines. For example, in the following vealtail spawn you can see that both parents are first generation siblings, and by clicking their spawning code you can access the spawn they both descend from. Both come from an outcross between an import female of unknown descent and a third generation male from my line. His background can be traced by clicking the spawning code. This way you can trace back to the second generation. And finally back to the first generation, which started with 2 pet shop fish. This all can be summarized into this pedigree slide constructed in PowerPoint. Although this slide provides a good overview of the line, this method has its limitations, especially when the line expands. Therefore I use the genealogy program GenoPro in order to keep the overview of my lines. Males are represented by squares and females by circles. Clicking these pictograms shows information on the background, including a picture of the fish. This more complex example shows the pedigree of my red half-moon placard line, which was started in 2007. This pedigree enables me to keep overview on how the various fish within this line are related. The most recent spawns are represented on the bottom of the pedigree. connecting lines in red indicate spawns which were performed by other hobbyists of which the offspring was used in my line. These fish can be directly related, partly related or unrelated to my own line. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and found the information useful. In part 2 of the series How to Keep Track of Your Lines, I will explain how you can build your own pedigree using the genealogy program GenoPro. Want to see more? Please subscribe to my channel.